You know, folks, I'm about to give you a big tip. For those of you that like to convert your reels and you like them running very smooth on the edge, I'm about to help you out, okay? I'm not one for taking reels apart and putting them back together, okay? So basically, I'm going to turn that knob completely up on the side and I'm going to spin the reel, okay? I'm going to undo that now. See that? See that? All the way off completely. As you can see, I'll do it so the cap, I've released the cap completely off so you can see. Couple of seconds spin. I'm about to transform these reels into total out of control casting reels. The only way you're going to control them is by converting and putting a mag converter on the end of it. So basically they drill the hole and they put a mag system, a mono mag on the outside, which gives you total control of the reels. Now, I've undone the bolts already. I'm basically going to take that off now. So that's a side plate I've put off. I've got 3 parts to do. I've got the spool. Now, a lot of people will clean these reels down. I've done it last night. I've got them yesterday. I've basically put all the grease out what I can. I haven't gone into the side plate because it's normally well greased and well looked after. But what I tend to do, you don't really necessarily need to play around with that part to get your reels running smooth. What you need to do is make sure your bearings are running smooth and everything else is running smooth. And I'm about to show you how to do that. Very easy and very simple. So a lot of you will be, oh my God, I can't believe this works. And I'm assure you it does. Okay, so as you've seen that reel now, okay, what I'm going to do, and you can see it in the parts here now, I've got a little tub, I've got a little bit of plastic thing. I'll show you my other reel, which is already in parts. I've got 2 here. Watch this. Absolutely. I've gone for 50 seconds to a minute. Turn that on there like that. See it going round. Just stop now. Stopping now. There we go. Absolutely flying. We'll turn that down a minute. Right, it's still going now. So it's just stopping. See that? Absolutely crazy. Okay, that's uncontrollable. You put line on that and try and cast that like it is, you ain't going to go very far. It's going to go bang. I like to set my reels on about 7 seconds. Okay, and I know that then I can get away with that for casting, and I like it. So when I'm hitting my lead out, there's no restriction. The line's slightly lifting and nothing's stopping that lead. There's no tension from the line at all. The line's following the lead. And when it peaks, obviously you can get down. Out of experience more than anything, like you can tell sometimes if you're giving too big a bait or there's wind and that, I can literally thumb it straight away. I can tell 9 times out of 10 the way it goes off, and I can thumb it and control it. I like to be in control of the reel. So with that in mind, what I tend to do is contact either Phil Stairs or Chris Macy. Now, Chris, he's done the last couple of mine, I'm actually going to send these to Chris. But both guys, I highly recommend. They know exactly what they're doing. There's a lot of people that do mag converters, and they do it totally wrong way. I've got one what's in the opposite room, and they've took the ratchet out of it and they put the mag inside there. And it's yeah, for me, there's no need to do that. You can turn this reel with a nice ratchet and a mono mag, and it will run like that. And that's what I want to do. So just one more time. See, it's just flying. I can actually leave that running. I don't know if you can pick that up, the noise there. You hear that anyway. So, what you all been waiting for, how am I going to do it? So I've got these little pots. So what I'm going to do first is put that into that little pot. That there is for washing powder to go into the washing machine. I've got my plate and I've got this bowl, and I've done this for a reason, just to protect what I'm doing. Now I should contact the brand of this spray because they're going to sell a few of these off this video, I can assure you that. And get ready. So a lot of you know what WD-40 is. Well, this is a specialist version. It's the dry PTFE. Okay, it's enhanced lubrication and protection, excellent resistant to high temperatures for use on metal, plastics, and glass. Okay, this on its own, make sure you wash everything out. So the first thing I would do is use lighter fluid. So do exactly what I've done there. What I would tend to do with your reels, if you don't want to take them apart and muck around like that with them, you can actually do it and pour it in on top of the spool, okay? And then what I tend to do is just spin them a little bit, all right? And then you'll see over the space of half hour or so, all the dirt come out your bearings, right? When that happens, wash that with lighter fluid off and get some more lighter fluid and put it in, okay? And what will happen there is it'll get rid of all the rubbish and dirt where you create. Every time after I go fishing, 9 times out of 10, I'll come home, I'll release the drag, I'll put them under water and I'll put them away. And it just ensures you're looking after the reels. So that there, you do that. What I tend to do with this side is I'll do the same. I'll fill it up with lighter fluid to level and just leave it there for half hour. And then I'll get a cotton bud and just go in and around and try and clean out as much of the rubbish as I can. Spin it a few times, saves me taking everything apart. And that normally works, right? So that reel, all I've done with both of those reels last night is do that. Now I'm about to do the best part. So first things first, I'm going to spray this, okay? So I don't know if I can move that in around. I don't think I can, but what I'm going to do, I'll tell you what, I'll lift it up like this for you, okay? So you can see a little bit. So basically what I'm going to do is clip that in. There you go. And then what I'll do is spray it. Right, I've leveled that all the way up. Now I'm going to do the same. Down there as well. And then what I'm going to do is this one here. I'm just going to basically give it one spray and around like that. All right. Guys, you can see what I just done there. No mucking around. I've just sprayed these two. I'm going to leave this running, all right? I'm going to leave it running just to prove a point. So what I tend to do is leave that in there for a couple of minutes. What I do with this now is spin, all right? So I normally spin it around. I'll give it a clicker and all that go. Try and just get as much of that in there as possible. That will just protect everything as well. It won't muck around with it. You can hear that go. Right, that's the job done for that. Don't need no playing around. So what I'm going to do now is the fun part. So I can see already, I've given it a clean last night, and that stuff there has come back absolutely spotless. That's what I want. I don't want no dirt in that at all, all right? Because if I get dirt in that, what it'll do is, you know, it's not ready. You haven't done the job right before, but that there now is protecting everything, all right? What I am going to do as well, and what I tend to do is basically spray the bar, all right? So all you need to do, both bars, all right? It's an anti-friction spray. Give that a quick once over, right? That there's going to go down the side now. And then this here, I'm going to tip all out like so. Just get it all out, as much of it as you can, right? So it's not dripping. And that's that. And then what I can do is I can put that there as well. All right, so all the leftover is in there from, I'm gonna put that down the bottom here a minute. Now I've got the reel, okay? So I've got a screwdriver. It's the first things first. Release the bar. Put the spool in, like so. All right, so that's locked in. And then what I've done before, if I put this one on first, you can see that now. Just by that, there's no tension there whatsoever. Okay. So what I can do is I can put that one in there like that. And then what I tend to do is I've got to match these up. So I'm going to need a bit of light in a minute, guys. All right. So if I go. What I've got to do is find There we go there. Right, I've got these little pins here now. And what I tend to do with these little pins is get the first one in. Right, I'm not overdoing these, just so they go tightly. All right, and then we can show you the aftermath. My next door neighbour is having a kitchen put in, so it might be a bit noisy. All right, and then if I go like that, okay. And what I tend to do now, when I feel it jam, I'll give it just a little tug, and then I'll go around and I'll do all three up. I'm not overdoing them because you don't need to. Now, if I go completely off, like so, that is sexy. Right, so I'm going to go off to the point. That's got tightness there now. So I need to oh my god, that is uncontrollable. But when you put the mag conversion on there, I can set that reel now. I wouldn't be able to do that with the normal brake blocks. You can't adjust and get control over the reel like that. That is just, you can feel that now with the tension bar. Absolutely uncontrollable. That's what casting reels like. Alright guys, and what you want is that stuff there. Okay, that's all you need. A bit of light fluid to wash all the bearings out and that, and away you go. So if you do want fast running reels, that is how to do them. Easy enough to do. That costs about 15 quid on the internet, and literally one of the best £15 you'll ever spend. So that is Webby's big tip of the week. Tight lines.